You know, in this gospel revolution, and it's a gospel of the grace of God, because there is no other gospel. If it's not grace, it isn't gospel. People are asking questions because we've been talking pretty bluntly, pretty straightforward. And Megan, I promise to tackle another big one today, so give it to me.
I've heard you state strongly that the law of Moses is not for us today, but it's passed away. Jesus said he did not come to destroy the law. What you're saying seems contradictory. I'd like to hear more thoughts from you, says Jamal.
So Jamal is saying on the one hand that I'm saying that the law is done away with. Right. And then Jesus, he claims that Jesus said that he didn't come to destroy the law. Mm-hmm. And it seems contradictory.
Right.
Caught. So I'm caught contradicting Jesus. Here it could look like. Okay, well, I love that question. And so let's get to it. First of all, let me reiterate, Jamal, you got it right. I have said that Christ is the end of the law for righteousness. And if something has come to an end, it is no more. It's over. It's end. All that self-effort, performance-based religion, it came to an end when Jesus Christ rose from the dead. It's over. It is finished. It is finito. So that's what I've said. You're not misquoting me. You got it exactly right. Because sometimes, I get misquoted. So then let's say, well, doesn't it seem that Jesus is contradicting you? Well, I wouldn't want to contradict Jesus. And if ever when he contradicts me, I want to line up with Jesus. So let's read what Jesus said here in the verse you quoted. Matthew 5:17. Do not think that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For surely I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law. Now many stop right there, but that's not the end of the sentence. Till all is fulfilled. So Jesus is saying, no, I didn't come to destroy the law, and I've never said that the law should be destroyed. I just said it's finished, it's over with, it's been fulfilled by Jesus Christ. So Jesus is saying, even if heaven and earth pass away, the law will not pass away until when? Until all is fulfilled. So, what we learn by the gospel of grace is that all is fulfilled. Jesus' final word on the cross was, it is fulfilled. It is finished. All that was necessary for us to have instant access to the Father has been fulfilled. All the just requirements of the law of Moses have been fulfilled, but not by you, not by me, by Jesus Christ. He is the fulfillment of the law. And so now that it has been fulfilled, it's been put away with. All things are fulfilled is the answer to your question. But I realize somebody could come with a counter-argument, and the counter-argument would sound like this. Well, that's your opinion, Peter. And they would say, well, I think that term, all is fulfilled, that refers maybe to the book of Revelation. There's still a lot to be fulfilled, and the Antichrist to come, and the New Jerusalem. And so it's not referring to the cross. It's referring to some future day when all is fulfilled. And of course, that's a very logical argument the person would make. And it would seem we have word against word. I'm saying that Jesus fulfilled everything at the cross, and somebody else is saying, well, no, but there's still end time prophecy, things that need to be fulfilled. And you could say, well, the one argument, that makes sense, but the other one makes sense too. And so it's kind of word against word. And it seems to be a stalemate right there. We kind of hit the draw and say, well, which way is it? Well, it's just an opinion against an opinion. We can't come to a conclusion. But hold it for a moment. Hold it just for a moment. If you would disagree with me and say, no, I don't think that Jesus fulfilled everything at the cross, it's later end time things, well then, look what Jesus said. He said, then you are liable for every jot and tittle of the law. That means you are liable for everything the law of Moses said. And, you're in trouble now. Just look at the clothes you're wearing there. Are you mixing leather and linen? Maybe you even got nylon or cotton or wool. That's an abomination. You better burn your wardrobe. Have you been checking how to go to the bathroom, how to go to the toilet? Because there are very precise instructions in the law of Moses how to do that. You mean you haven't even been checking it? You can't go cherry picking and find 2 or 3 favorite commandments and say, I'm keeping those. Every jot and tittle. And when your teenage children were rebellious, did you bring them to the city gate and stone them to death publicly? Well, why didn't you? Since all isn't fulfilled yet, you're supposed to do every jot and tittle of the law. And I hope you haven't been eating bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwiches. Never mind shrimp or a lobster tail. That's an abomination. You see, so if you want to argue this and say, well, it doesn't mean that everything is fulfilled yet, but then you have to take the consequence of that and say you have to live up to every jot and tittle of the law. No one has ever succeeded doing that except for Jesus Christ. And so I would say, after careful thought, I want to believe what Jesus said at the cross. It is fulfilled. It is done. And so the law has been fulfilled, not destroyed, fulfilled, and taken out of the way for something new that has come, namely the covenant of God's grace. And that's my answer. Lots more material on our websites about this, and I hope that gave you some food for thought.